Hey, 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 train food, train. Ooh. Shout out to Mac Lip Glass. Always keeps the lips juicy. Shout out to the girls who made fun of me in middle school for my big lips. Look at you now. Look at you now with your filler. Anyway, how are you guys doing? I want to start this live in about 5 minutes. So, skip to the 5 minute mark if you're a part of the replay gang. Hey, family. Thank you all so much for joining me on tonight. I know it's going to be late for a few people, but I wanted to get these lives out to you guys because the holidays are coming in. All I get is busier and it's crazy. But this day and the last few days, well, today, in the next few days, I'm going to be in. I just have to leave out to get one thing tomorrow. I still have one more gift that I have to find that I could not find online. So I'm just going to try to find it in store. And then I'm going to be in for the rest of the day, for the rest of the next days, just packing, getting ready to go to the East for Christmas and doing lives with you guys. So I will be doing reviews, but you guys will probably just be hanging out with me as I pack. Packing for two things. Packing to go travel for the holidays. Also packing to move because like when I come back from ATL, I'm coming back to move. So it's like I'm coming back to pack and move. So I'm like simultaneously packing for two things at the same time. So yeah, you guys will probably be with me for all of that stuff. Just because why not? Let's just hang out till the holidays. But anyway, thank you all for joining me. I know it's a lot of late for my East Coast people, but it's the holidays. It's Saturday, right? Like, what you doing? What you doing? What's up? How are we doing? I wish I could. I would love to have, hopefully in my new studio, I can have like I could display stuff in the back. Because I would love for you guys to see this all the time. Isn't she beautiful? I'm so obsessed. It looks so good in here with like all the lights. Because I use this as a night light. It looks so beautiful waking up to this. I love it. I love it. I'll leave it on. Yeah, I kind of broke up with Bath. Well, we're on a break, but me and Bath and Body Works are on a break, and because of that, I've been checking out new candles. This is Allume by Simone, one of my beautiful YouTube subscribers. She sent me this handcrafted this luxury candle. It smells like luxury. I'm obsessed. Me and my mother, we are obsessed with this candle, the Namaste candle. It's so good. But yeah, I've been checking out those. I also have a really strong peppermint candle that I got from Volupsa. I do not know how to say that name, but I got that. I'll show you guys all the stuff I got on my other channel. That will be up soon. But yeah, I got all of that. And I'm just checking out new candles. Going to Anthropology, checking out their Capri blue candles or whatever. Just, growing up a bit, I guess. The candle sale really did something to me, not being able to get what I want. Really made me start looking at other options, but still very much a Bath and Body Works hoe. I got that one. And if you're one of my last live, you didn't know about this one. The Christmas tree one. Oh my God. I love being an adult. I love it. The way I would have to convince my mom as a kid to get me that, and she wouldn't. But as an adult, I can get whatever the hell I want. How are you doing, Star Family? What's up, Denard? Hey, Tracy. Hey, Chutney Bunny. Chutney Bunny said, hey, Star Fam. How are you doing? What's up, NTR, my love? Hey, Shannon Van. What's up, Lily B? Hey, Sydney. What's up, Shawanda? Shawanda said, what's up? What are we drinking, fam? In my end cup. Thank you so much to my big sis for this. We're drinking mint tea. Mint tea by Stash. I love their mint. Does anybody here make tea? I know Breezy with the fro, she makes tea rinses. I told you, Breezy, I'm not going to use it yet until I take my braids out. But who makes specialty teas? Let your girl know I'm a tea hoe as well. A tea hoe as well. Ooh, jealous. I'm making some peppermint bark next week. I got my peppermint oil that I'm going to use. I cannot wait. I've been like really, really doing good with like my Christmas holiday eating because I went berserk on Thanksgiving. So I've been really, really good. I have not yet indulged in any of my holiday sweets and treats. I've been very good about that. But baby, on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, and maybe the day after Christmas, I'm going brazy. I'm going brazy. I'm eating everything. Not a candy cane is safe. I'm making peppermint bark. I'm making hot cocoa bombs. I'm making apple pies. Oh, did I pack it? Darn it. I'll show you that in my unboxing on my other channel, but I got some cute stuff and I cannot wait. I cannot wait. I'm making some berry pies, roasting some chicken. I can't wait. I cannot wait for Christmas. And then like Christmas breakfast, baby, we gonna have a good time. I got a Dash gingerbread man, a waffle maker, mini waffle maker. I cannot wait. Hope Green, hey, my love. Hope said, hey, everyone, a late night live. Love it. You'll be getting more. You'll be getting more. Thank you so much, Shawanda. It literally, I'm telling you guys, put on sunscreen before you put on your makeup. It's like an instant glow. An instant glow. It's Saturday, Rael. What are you doing? AK said, also, Nikki, 11 p.m. is so late. I'm sleepy, girl. Might have to finish tomorrow. Hashtag replay gang. What? It's Saturday night. We're adults. Come on. Congrats, Courtney. We're so proud of you. Me either. Me either. I don't know, Irene. I do not know. Let me get in one more comment and then I will get into the review because some people like to be in bed at 11 p.m. even on a Saturday. Not judging. Not judging. So let me get my notes. Let me get my notes. It's coming, Kimberly. Thank you. That's another thing that'll be on my other channel. I have a whole thing about all my looks. Fifi says, honestly, I wasn't surprised Joe was sent home this episode. I feel like he was a good match for her, but then again, couldn't handle an extrovert like Michelle. That's a good point. Afua, hey, my love, said I make tea with milk and sugar only. It's a Ghanaian thing. Oh, wow. I have to try it. Do you make it with animal milk or nut milk or oat milk? Let your girl know. Sharon said Joe was too much work. Michelle would have to pull him out of his shell all the time. That's true. Ashley said maybe Joe hadn't had to cultivate much of a personality because he never had to because of his looks. That is very true. Simply Simone said, did all my Christmas shopping today after work. Nobody asked me for money tip after New Year's. Yeah, me done. Well, see, for me, December, January, February, and March are my brokest months, right? I don't start to re-up until April. Here is why. My sister's birthday are in March, both of them. They are a week apart, and their birthdays are always extravagant. Like, they're always traveling somewhere. Like, this was the first time I had like an extravagant birthday because you would think that I would be the extravagant one, but I'm such a chill, low-key celebration person. Like, I don't like those big parties, but I decided to do it big since I had 2 pandemic birthdays and I was like, I'm not doing that again. May have to do it next year. Lord knows what's going on right now, but their birthdays are really like expensive. So yeah, I'm not going to have any money for myself until April, which is why I go crazy on my birthday. Which is why, especially for Black Friday, I buy so much stuff because that's going to be the only time I can really treat myself. Oh, I get it, AK. I'm just joking. Kiss the baby for me. Kiss the baby for me. Hey, Onika. Onika said, late night lives brings me back to Rachel Lindsay season when we used to kiki. We sure did. We used to kiki. NTR, thank you so much for the super chat. NTR said, or was Michelle dumping Joe on TV to get the ultimate get back for ghosting? Joking. Well, girl, we're going to talk about it. Thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you. Oh, AK said, yes, evaporated milk and a can for tea is so good. Oh, well, guys, I got to try this. I have to try this. Thank you again, NTR. Let me get started. In first, I'm going to do the review, a quick review of the latest episode of The Bachelorette. Then we're going to get into, is Del Moss the next Denzel? Then we're going to get into Colton's comments about Taysia and her response. Let's get into the review. Fantasy Suites, we're down to 3: Sinbad, Caillou, and a Degrassi day player, also known as Brandon. Michelle is not finding a husband in this bunch. I know we love her. We want her to find love, but she will not be finding a husband in this bunch. Let's just tell the truth and shame the devil. Let's just tell the truth and shame the devil. She's not getting a husband out of this. Babatunde is not husband material. Not right now. Not right now. Let's be real. And I know the people who are shipping her and certain, couples, certain guys are going to be upset about it. It is what it is. I am already prepared for the bashing as the Bachelor Whisperer, the Bachelor Whisperer. You guys got me together over Tayshia. I will say this. Y'all cuss me out when I tell y'all the truth, but nobody comes back to apologize. I ain't heard from not one Tayshia fan. One Tayshia stan, but it's okay. I don't do it for the applause. I do it because it's the right thing to do. But anyway, what's up, Brandon Hyde? Since I'm cussing out Hydes, what's up, Brandon Hyde? I gotta be real with you. How the hell your boy make it this far? How he make it the fantasy suite? Michelle, what are you going to do with Brandon in the fantasy suite? What you going to do with him? Like, let's be real, girl. What are you going to do with Brandon in the fantasy suite? Like, girl, I'm Michelle. I'm sorry, Brandon. I'm joking. Let me stop. But I'm like, seriously. That high-pitched, not yet gone through puberty voice is getting you moist. Girl, stop it. You're playing games. This is all TV. You are not finding a husband in this situation. Anyway, so Michelle and Brandon, we see their date. I got to be honest with you. I like Brandon. He just seems so young, way too young for Michelle. And I also feel like his style is so dated. It's like, his style is very early 2000s. Like, it's given big 2003 energy with the cubic zirconian earrings and those big white K-Swiss sneakers. Like, it's very dated. He's very young, and he's very young for a particular time. He's very young, very early 2003, and I just 2000s, very 2003. So I don't see her. I just cannot see what she sees in him. And now thinking about it, and I'm not saying this in a perverted way, but I see what I can see that she could probably see in him is the teacher and student thing, right? I think because he comes off as so young, although he isn't, and so pure and so enamored with her in a way as if he looks up to her. I'm getting teacher student vibes, right? Not perverted, right? But I'm getting that she is excited about teaching him because that's who she is. She's a teacher. So maybe it's the attraction is, oh, I can help him learn. I can help him grow. Maybe that's the attraction. But I think Michelle will be better suited with a principal and not a student. Right? But I think this is what she has left. I think she has a student, and then she has not a principal, but a very popular senior teacher. And that might be cute to date, but I feel like Michelle needs a principal if you're picking up what I'm putting down. Because this date with Brandon was so junior high. It was so junior high. And I know him and Michelle are not that far apart in age, but she just seemed so much older than him. It was very, 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 very junior high. Hold on. Hold on. I just saw something. I started that. We'll talk about that later. Um, Although I see a teacher student vibe with Michelle and Brandon, like I said before, I see a very I get like a popular teacher vibe, a popular teacher, like a popular English teacher, and a popular gym teacher who also may teach algebra from time to time from Babatunde, right? So I see that's where they're at, right? But I always say that I feel like she needs a principal, right? With Joe, I see Michelle and Joe being a power couple, right? They give me very early Barack and Michelle Obama vibes, not in the sense of, actually being them, but in the sense of this is a Jack and Jill couple that were put together by two prominent Black or swirly families who who wants this bloodline to work for whatever kind of generational wealth or political gain that they may have. That's what I get from them. I get that this will be a couple that two powerful Black Creole or swirly families would put together for some kind of generational wealth or political agenda. Michelle and Joe will not work today, but Michelle and Joe will work out when Joe is running for mayor of Minnesota. That's what I get. Mayor or governor, Minneapolis. No, Minneapolis when he's running for them to be the mayor of Minneapolis. I'm telling you, Minneapolis and Minnesota, all the Mins and the Sodas, and there's a lot going on in those names. I will always mix them up. But when Joe runs for some kind of political office, I see him and Michelle working out. I always knew they would not work out right now. Later in life, older, with some kind of political agenda, I see it happening. I see it happening, and it will work. It will work. It will work. I see it happening. I see their parents meeting right now. I see their parents talking right now at Ruth Chris, setting it up. Setting it up. That is how they do. I think a good 33 or a good 35. That's what I see happening. A corny power couple. That's what they are. But not right now. We always knew it would not happen right now. So after Michelle's fantasy suite with Brandon, I don't believe they even went to first base. I really, really don't. I think they did a lot of talking. I do think that she had a good time with Babatunde, and I think she had an even better time with Joe. Here is why. Michelle's comfortability with the men increased from each fantasy suite, right? With Brandon, it was like, oh, me and Brandon, we talked. We had a great time. With Babatunde, she's laid up next to him. They're talking. Hair is a little frazzled, right? Then we get to Joe, hair all over the place. Mama spread eagle on the bed. He's laying next to her. They keep on kissing. I was like, you had a great time with this one. You had a great time with Joe. I felt like her comfortability increased. And I think with each guy, there were probably more moves made than with the last one. And I think she probably went full throttle with Joe, which is probably why he was so shocked that she didn't pick him. But I'm like, I think I know why she didn't pick him. Anyway, although I think that Michelle and Joe are it, albeit I think Michelle chose to get rid of Joe and to keep Nate and Brandon because you got to have two people at the end, right? But we all at this point believe that if she's going to pick anybody, it's going to be Nate, right? Nate is just a bit more mature, and Nate actually pursues her. Joe did not pursue Michelle this entire season. Michelle knew that. Michelle talked about it. Other men talked about it. She knew what it was. And I think for her sake, for her sanity, for her appearance on this show, she chose to pick a man who actually pursued her, who actually seemed as if he wanted her, Joe did not pursue her. It was more Michelle pursuing Joe than Joe pursuing Michelle. I still think she has stronger feelings for Joe, but I think she chose for the show and for her appearance on this show to pick somebody who actually chased after her and seemed as if they desired her. Now, is there marriage coming out of this situation? I don't think so. Is there a dating thing? Probably a talking era going on with these two. Absolutely. Will they go the distance? I don't think so. I think they will break up somewhere within the 9-month mark, if not sooner. But I don't think that that's a problem. Everybody at this point who comes on these shows, it's just a better the show is a great opportunity. There's money to be made, there's popularity to be made, there's opportunities that will come from it for people. So I'm not mad at anybody, especially the women coming on the show chasing the bag. Get the bag, mama, right? Get it. I'm not mad at anybody who chooses to do that, but I just think at this point, I don't want to be a Debbie Downer, but I just think that we should stop looking for marriage and look for just a great season finale, right? I think that the expectation, especially as the generation, as we pick younger people for these shows, we're just not going to get married. And that is okay. I think this show needs to broaden their expectations and move this goal back to the past where it belongs, because it's just not, to be quite honest with you, it's not the reality of a lot of millennials and possibly the majority of Generation Z. It's just marriage is not what it used to be. It's not the goal for a lot of people that it used to be anymore. I think that's why shows like The Bachelor in Paradise is a bit more popular, because it just seems to be a bit more realistic than these young couples getting married at the end of a 6 weeks run of a reality TV show. That made sense in 1996, right? It's not making sense now in 2021. Times change, people evolve, the goalpost has been moved to a different location. There's a different ideal, there's different standards. Marriage is just not what it used to be. That's not a bad thing. People are just making different choices because of what we came up in wasn't probably the best healthy environment, especially for women, as we have seen what marriage used to be. We're now realizing it for ourselves, men and women, everybody in between and outside of that is looking at, life partnerships, maybe marriage, maybe open marriage. But, people are just exploring different options. And I feel like this show should grow as the viewership grows, in my opinion. So I don't want you guys to be upset if couples break up after a while, right? I don't want you guys to be upset if you just don't get a marriage from these shows, because I just think that the audience has changed, right? The characters have changed. Society has changed. And it's okay if these people are leaving with just being a boyfriend and girlfriend or really good friends. Because at the end of the day, as if you were entertained, then what's the issue? Let me get off my soapbox. Why did Brandon pull Michelle aside at the end, right? So after the fantasy suites, all the guys get together, and right before Michelle makes her decision with the roses, Brandon goes, "Michelle, can I talk to you?" And I'm like, oh my God, Brandon's about to eliminate himself. I didn't see that coming. I thought that Joe was going to be eliminated, right? He pulls her to the side and he's just like, "I just want to let you know that no matter what you choose, I still want to be good friends with you, because I really love you and I'm happy to be along in this process. So even if you don't pick me, I'm still happy for you." So that was it. That was it. Like, weren't you expecting more? I know I was. I was expecting something else to be said, but that was it. I was like, oh, so you're not self-eliminating. You're just saying this, right? And Babatunde was like, oh, this is his Hail Mary. He's trying to do whatever he can to save himself. Well, it worked, right? Because at least he pulled her aside. I feel like if Joe pulled Michelle aside, then maybe he would have had a better chance. But I also think that Michelle it was the better choice. I'm thinking TV. I'm thinking for her. I'm thinking for the future, for if she wants to navigate this into something, a platform that could really set her up outside of being a teacher, right? I'm just thinking that was the best decision for her to make, because I think Michelle would have loved to end up with Joe, but I think Michelle is also looking at how it looks on this show, right? I always complain about how the women, the lead, the freaking Bachelorette, always chases the men. and here and the always chases the man that she wants, and at the end she chooses that guy, right? Here we have a bachelorette who has been pursuing a guy, really strong feelings for him, and he does not pursue her back. So she does the smart viewer choice and eliminates that guy. That's what we all wanted, right? Because you want to show the viewers who are watching this, which is mainly women, that it is okay to walk away from a relationship that is not serving you in the way that you want to be served. That's a much better message to give out to this audience than to say, keep on chasing him and maybe he'll turn around. Maybe he'll turn around and become the man that you want him to be. And we saw Michelle struggle with this with Joe because Joe gave her very little. But Michelle has been enamored with him since she was like 15 years old. And she kept on trying to make this situation work, right? She reached out to him. He didn't reach back. I say not hold that against him. I feel like, was he really ghosting you, or was he a black man struggling with all of the racial drama that was going on in his neighborhood at the time? So I don't think she should hold that against him. But I also think that Michelle has probably been pursuing Joe for a very long time. And to see him show up on your show, now suddenly interested in you, I wouldn't be surprised if at some point throughout dating him, and even in a fantasy suite, she was just like, I'm not going to be a fool for this man. I'm not going to be a nut for him anymore. If he wants me, he has to show me. And if he doesn't show me, I'm going to go with the one that is showing me. Now, maybe that might not be how she really feels outside of the show. But on this show, on this TV show, this footage that will live forever, she will look like that girl that made the right choice. I think that's what she did. Was it a little petty getting back at the dude and cutting him? Absolutely. But why not? Why not? You know what I mean? Because I think Joe needed that reality check. Joe needed to know that he didn't have it in the bag. Joe needed to know that he didn't do enough. So maybe when they're 35, he'll do what needs to be done so that he could have her, so that he can run for mayor or governor or whatever and win, and then soon be the next president of the United States of America. I see it. I see it. I see it. I see it. Anyway, whatever. So Brandon's little Hail Mary worked. Michelle ends up cutting Joe. And at the end, it is Sinbad and that Degrassi day player are the last two men standing. Very weird for Brandon to pull her aside. I really thought that he was going to friend zone Michelle, and just say, I just want to be besties. That's what I thought was going to happen, but it actually didn't. It actually didn't. Did you see Joe's face? Did you see Joe's face when she cut him? He was so shocked because he knew he had it. He knew he had it. Joe, you needed that reality check. You needed to know that you didn't have it in the bag. You needed to know that you needed to do a bit more to get her. You needed to know that. And I'm glad that she showed you, because now you'll put in the work, because I don't think they're done. Anyway, Kay Squish, thank you so much for the super chat. Kay said, I really used to like Brandon, but he started giving me love bombing vibes. Like even with pulling her aside, it was giving manipulation, not authentic. I absolutely agree with you, Kay Squish. Thank you so much for the super chat. It was giving that. It was giving that, because I think he knew that. I think he felt that it was between Babatunde and Joe. I think that's what he felt, and I think he did that. And for whatever reason, it worked. But I also think that Michelle knew going in that it was going to be Degrassi and Babatunde and Sinbad. I think that Joe was already out before he was ever really in like that, to be quite honest with you. And look, good for her. She made the right choice, guys. She made the right choice. This is the first time ever that a bachelorette has turned down the guy that she was all the way up there with and pursuing, and not chosen him at the end. She actually chose the man that pursued her. Now, the same thing happened with Rachel, right? But from what we saw, it looked a lot different, right? It looked like Rachel chose the wrong guy because of the thing that happened with Peter. But as we know, it was just really bad editing on for Brian to make, to mislead the audience. And they do that all the time. They do that all the time. So that could be the same thing that's happening with Michelle and Babatunde, also known as Sinbad, also known as Nate, right? That could be the same thing that they're doing, cutting out a lot of great times with them and giving us all of Joe to misdirect us. That could be it, but I still think that there's something there, that there's something a bit stronger there. And it's not just editing, it's how Michelle interacts with Joe. I don't think they're done. I don't think they're done, but I think that Nate is the smart choice for her. For this show, I think it's the smartest choice. She made the right choice. And I will say she is the Bachelorette or the representation on this show that everybody thought that I keep on forgetting that fool's name. The Black Bachelor. What's his name? She's the representation that we thought that he would be, that everybody wanted him to be. Michelle is that. She showed up and she showed out. I think she gave us a great season. I think she gave us a great season. Let's talk. Oh, hell, Mama. Hold on. Can you, what, did you need to turn the heat on 95? It's getting hot in here. Yeah, can you at least find a happy medium? Why do black people do that? Like we never just turn, like we never get to like a medium, a nice little huh? Yes, I was. I was because I couldn't. You didn't respond, so I just wanted you to just turn the heat down, please. 77, guys. Black people. 77 is a good little happy medium. Kind of warm, kind of breezy and cold. A good happy medium. Why y'all got to start with 95? They'll go from 0 to 95. It makes no sense. Anyway, I think Michelle made the smart choice as the Bachelorette on this show. Very smart. Very, very proud of her. Child, we got a nut job in here. I took care of it. Anyway, oh, it's freezing over here. I will be honest. We're in like early 60s, right? Not who am I trying to say early 60s? Why am I saying early 60s? We're in like early 60s? Why? There's another way that I should say that, but we're in the 60s, early 60s, late 50s over here, and that is just not normal. That is just not normal. And, I'm from the East, but my blood has thinned a bit. So that's cold for us. New York is having the weather that LA normally has at this time. Honestly, in LA, it's supposed to be 80 right now. I don't know what is going on, but baby, I've had to put on a little jacket. I'm a little surprised. I'm a low 60s. Thank you. I'm like early 60s. Low 60s. Thank you, Sharon. Low 60s. I'm like early 60s. I'm saying it wrong. 95. Like, I just don't understand that. We gotta at least start at 77. Why 95? Are you that impatient for it to get warm? Oh my goodness. Hey, Shawanda. Shawanda said Brandon was on Brian and Mike's podcast. He said he pulled Michelle aside at the rose ceremony to check on her. He recalled how sending Rodney home impacted her. He wanted to make sure she was okay. That's sweet. Although it still seems like the way it came across, Brandon, it seemed like manipulation. But I could believe that that's his intentions. I could believe that. Fast as hell. I'm telling you, I was sitting here and I'm just like, I just got, because my vents are right there. I just got a whiff of heat. And I was like, what's going on? And I'm like, oh, mama turned the heat on. Hey, Alicia. Alicia said both Michelle and Joe were spotted at the Dallas Cowboys versus the Minnesota Vikings game on Halloween. Guys, they live in the same city. They're going to run into each other. I'm telling you, I don't think they're done. I don't think they're done. Oh, his name is Matt. I'm telling you, I forgot about that dude so quick. So quick. What a terrible season. I'm traumatized from that season. Because I forget about him all the time. Oh no, is he a bag? I think I like Brian. I like him more off the show than I did on the show. You think he's not a good catch? Oh no, Sarah, do tell. Hey, BB. BB said it was weird because Michelle always says Joe is quiet like her dad, but it seems like she doesn't want a quiet man. I'm telling you guys, I think she made this choice for the show, which I am very proud of her. I'm very proud of her for doing that. I think her heart wanted something else, but for this show, she made the right choice. The show should have picked Rodney. That should have been our Bachelor. I got him. Don't worry about it. Thank you so much, Lauren. Oh, we got two? Oh, we got two? I didn't see it. I didn't see it, but I think we got him. Hey, Rebecca's 18 said, yeah, but Michelle is chasing Nate. If he is the final pick, she will have to do all the work in bringing up his emotional maturity. But this, guys, I think this is just what the pickings were for the show, which is why I said I don't think she's going to have a husband out of this. I do not think so at all. I do not think so at all. BB said, if a man wants you, he will chase you, and Joe just didn't try. I think just because that's been their relationship, I think Joe is probably very aware that Michelle has wanted him for some time, and he and he just didn't entertain it, But now that he's on our show, here we go. Oh no, he's not. He's not. I think him and Michelle are a year apart. I think they're a year apart. Afua said something happened during Brandon's overnight. Like they had a serious combo and the food fight made it lighthearted. Michelle is practical and knows to marry your best friend forever. Nate makes her impractical, but I think that's who she's picking. I think out of Nate and Brandon, I think that it's going to be Nate. I really, really do. I really, really do. I think I got a super chat. I did. Hey, Valenzi. Valenzi said, hi, Nikki. I agree. Joe and Michelle had too much chemistry. It's definitely not over. I don't think it's over at all. I don't think it's over at all. I think they're going to play that game that them couples, you all know two people who have something, who have chemistry, who try to make it work and it don't work, and they're going to play that game back and forth with like dating other people, but still keeping in touch. Still keeping in touch until the time is right. And that time will be when Joe runs for mayor. I'm telling you, some political office, mayor, senator, governor, one of them, that's when they're all of a sudden going to pick back up. Hey, Valendy, thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you so much. I'm going to get one more and then I'm going to hop into the other subject. Yeah, I think so. I think so too, Irene. I think it's going to be Babatunde. I think so. I think Nate is proposing. I think Nate will do what needs to be done for this show, because I think that, and it's no shade to Nate, but I think that this is what he wants to do moving forward in his career. I think that Nate is going to be a constant in Bachelor Nation. I think we'll see him at some point on Paradise. I think with whatever Bachelor Nation is doing, Nate is going to be a part of that. JLB said she had to coax Nate into talking about his feelings and if he was ready for an engagement. Absolutely. Wait. Did you see these? I got JLB. Thank you so much. Where's my other gift? I'm sorry, I'm packing, so I had to put some stuff up, but I left these out because I'm taking this with me on my trip. Thank you so much, sis. She sent me some beautiful gifts for my birthday. And these, like, of course, as soon as I opened these, I screamed. I did a whole unboxing on camera, so you will see that. Thank you so much. But yeah, I do think that Nate is just not ready, but I think that he is definitely ready for Bachelor Nation and all it will provide for him. Hey, JL. JL said, excited to catch a live. You go, Queen. You go, Queen. Miss you. Thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you. JL, did you send me a Zen Pop box? I'm trying to find out who sent me the Gen Pop. I got a Zen. I got a Zen Pop box, but I don't know who it's from. It give me a name or anything. So I'm just asking. Because I think, did you send me? I think you sent me. I don't know. Let me know. But thank you again for the super chat. Thank you again. Cassandra, I didn't want to say it, but I agree. Cassandra said Michelle and Nate going to be Katie and Blake, then Joe going to swoop in like, we cannot drag Michelle like we did Katie. Listen, Katie, we can't drag, we're not going to drag our girl like that. But yeah, I also think Michelle will not introduce Joe to us back in her life the way you did. She won't be on a group date with her man and Joe, and then like put him in the announcement for their coupling. I don't think Michelle wouldn't do that. So yeah, but we can't get her together like we got Katie though. Not our Michelle, not our Michelle, not our Michelle. Oh, you don't like Katie? I like her. I just, I think the way she moved was not the cutest. It was not the cutest, but I love them. I love them so much. Thank you. The way Katie moved was not the cutest, but I think she was just being messy because she just was not really supported in Bachelor Nation. So I took it with a grain of salt. It still wasn't kind, Katie. It didn't look good for you, sis. I gotta be honest. Courtney said Nate went from carving rings into butter one week to telling his mom he wasn't ready for an engagement the next week. Yeah, I'm telling you, there's not a husband in this bunch. There's not a husband in this bunch. That's what I think, Sarah. I honestly think that he will do it from the pressure, and because it's like you don't want to be that guy to not propose. So I think that is exactly what would happen, what will happen. Anyway, let's move on to. Do you hear that banging? What is my neighbor doing? What is my neighbor doing? Let's move on to Dale. Is Dale the next Denzel? Dale Moss. For the people who have been watching me for a long time, didn't I tell y'all this? Didn't I tell y'all this? Anyway, so Dale, let me get the announcement. Dale Moss is set to lead an upcoming romantic comedy called Love Game Match. The Instagram account Bachelor Rabbit Hole, who I love, announced the reality star televised movie debut on Monday, December 13th. The film revolves around the Bachelorette alum's character Ted and his co-star Christine Prosperi's character Liz. Prosperi's character Liz. Liz is a high school economics teacher. Is it economics or economics? I'm from Philly, economics teacher, and Ted is the high school tennis coach. After being assigned to create a business plan, a few students create dating profiles for the two teachers to help start their new matchmaking website. On top of being set up through the dating services, the pair are both partnered to help organize the school carnival. Through the film, Liz starts to fall for Dell's character. I will say I can't play it here because I do not want, YouTube to block me. Like Biracial Boy. Remember that guy I was doing a biracial song? He tried to strike me for playing his song. I was like, you dummy, I opened you up to a whole new audience and you hating? Really? Your mother. Anyway, sorry, mother of biracial girl. Anyway, I saw the clip for his trailer. The trailer for this movie. I think Dale did a good job. I'm not shocked that this is his next step. I told you guys that this would be his next step. I mean, before this, he was modeling. He did football for a minute. Then he started modeling, and then he started hosting. The gradual next step is acting. It's acting. So I knew that this would happen. I didn't think that he would be as good as he was. I'm not saying that he was a Denzel Washington, but he was giving early Denzel Washington's son. He was definitely given that. Definitely given that. He was pretty good. I can see him really, working it on the stories. I can see him, doing a couple more movies like that. I can see him doing them Lifetime movies. I can see him doing those Hallmark holiday movies and branching off into some Netflix stuff. I could see this being a really prosperous move for him. So I'm not shocked. He did a good job. I'm not shocked. And I think this is a smart next step for him because he did really good. He's handsome, he's tall, he's biracial. Let's be honest, white women, y'all have exposed yourself. Y'all love a biracial man. Y'all love a biracial man. I had no idea. Here I am thinking it's the chocolates. Y'all love the biracials. So, and that's the audience that he is pretty much acting for. So I see him doing very, very well. And he wasn't bad. He wasn't bad. But Claire had her own comments. I love that messy heifer. She was like by far my favorite Bachelorette. Anyway, so she posted this on her Instagram. Claire says, for the record, you guys can stop sending me all the acting real clips. She wrote on Tuesday alongside a photo of herself at the sauna. I had a front row seat to that since day one. Oh, she's great TV. She's great TV. She's great TV. She said, y'all can stop sending me them clips. I live with that actor. I know what he's capable of. Yes, Claire. Yes, Claire. But listen, who's shocked? Who's shocked? Guys, I'm going to tell you right now, 99.9% of the people that come on The Bachelor or The Bachelorette are actors. Are actors. They've all moved out to LA to be actors. When they come on the show, they give where they're from, right? So it'll be Adam from New Jersey. But Adam is from New Jersey. He also lives in Studio City. He has an agent. He works as a waiter. He is an aspiring actor. All of them are in the entertainment industry. This is just a quicker way to get to those acting opportunities by being on a hit reality TV show. So I'm not shocked that this is what Dell's doing. I'm not shocked that he's actually really good, pretty good. Okay, in the acting department, not shocked there. He's going to do great. He's going to do great, especially for the audience he's acting for. He is fit for that audience. He has the look, he has the body, he has the height. He will do well, and he has that voice that makes the Caucasian girls go crazy. Y'all love that voice. What up? Y'all love that skater / surfer boy, suburban boy. That just makes y'all go crazy. Y'all. I don't know how y'all do it. I don't know how y'all do it, but good for you. Good for you. I'm not judging. Good for you. What's up? Hey, Ashley. All right. What do you guys have to say? Rebecca18 said he can't be as bad as acting like Brent. Oh no! Thank you, Tracy. Tracy shared the clip on Instagram. You guys can go check it out. I can't play it for obvious reasons, but it wasn't bad. JL said, I'm low-key hating, guilty. I want a come up for Claire as well. We all do. She deserves. She deserves. No, we're about to get into Colton and Tay Tay. I have not watched Colton's documentary. Here is why. I just don't want to give him any more free press. I don't like what Colton did. I don't like how Colton. I'm not saying I don't like that Colton came out. I just don't like the Colton that we have seen now. Just the way that the situation was handled with Cassie, how that girl is still traumatized and he's living his best life, how he's coming out saying things about the show, taking shots at people. I just, you want to root for him, but his personality is so trash. I don't want to give him any more support. And I've also been feeling some sort of way about him since he started coming for Rachel. Like he lost me big time there. So I just don't want to give him any more press. Angela said, someone tagged Claire with Dell promos. Claire reply was, I saw his acting. Yeah. Why would I want to see any more? I love her. That's my girl. That's my girl. That is my girl. Miss Pro Sugar said, don't disrespect Denzel, the greatest actor of all time, period. Yeah, I cannot wait to see. I think he's in Macbeth. Oh, I can't wait to see that. I can't wait to see that. Miss Brown Sugar said also they basically put the whole movie in the trailer. They sure did. They sure did. I'm like, okay, so we've seen it. Why watch it? But Bachelor Nation fans will, I think that Hallmark lifetime audience will definitely tap into that. And I think he's going to be a star. Probably a micro star, but I think that he's going to be able to eat off of his acting checks for a long time. For a long time until he lands a hosting gig that he can sustain. I can see him honestly pulling a Michael Strahan. I can see it. I'm telling y'all, Dell's got the goods. Dell's got the goods. He does. See, Ashley said the movie looks cheap and cheesy, but he does seem to be decent at acting. Decent. Yep, I caught it. I told you, like, all of these people are actors. I think people in the industry are being very kind by not exposing them because it's like, get your come up where you can get your come up. But all of these people have been found in LA because everybody comes out here to act or be in the entertainment industry at some point. If you're not booking, you go on a reality TV show or a game show. That's what you do in between gigs. And Bachelor Nation has really turned into a lucrative audience for these people. So you drop the acting for a minute and you start acting as this character on this reality TV show. You build a following, you start getting brand deals, and then all of a sudden big networks start looking at you because you have this huge following and a name for yourself. And then you can start auditioning for the acting gigs you could not get when nobody knew who you were. It's smart. It's very smart, which is why I'm so mad at my girl Claire for not seeing Dell's game early on. Like, I'm like, girl, it's very clear. Like, we all saw it. You didn't. I think you were mesmerized by the biracial boy because biracial men with a black parent, specifically a black daddy. Y'all seem to like biracial boys with black daddies. Okay. Y'all like that makeup. It is what it is. Why not the ones with the black mamas? Where are we going? It's late. Anyway, I think she got clouded by that. I think she got clouded by that. And she got caught up. It could be him being biracial. It could be his height. Listen, y'all know I like a Senegalese man, a nice Congo man, right? Height gets me all the time in any combination of man. If you tall, I'm in trouble. So maybe that was it too. So who knows? Who knows? But I'm so mad that you didn't see it from the beginning because it was clear as day what he was on this show for. LM said, "Oh, I thought Denzel's son was good in Spike Lee's movie with Adam Driver." No, Black Klansman. No, I'm saying early. His early acting gigs, it was rough. He got better. Everybody's going to be rough on their first acting gig. Even if look at Denzel Washington's early stuff. The thing about it is you could be a great actor, but if you're in this format that you're not used to, it's going to take you a while to get comfortable. When Dell gets comfortable, we don't know what he's going to do. We don't know what he's going to do but it's early, right? It's early. My early acting stuff, rough, but I was still damn good in what I was doing because I'm a trained actor, right? But I had to get comfortable. It's different when you're acting on stage. It's just you're in that moment and that's it. You're acting on camera. You got all these cameras to work with. You got to work with audio. You got to make sure you get this shot. You're reacting to this, but this is over here. But nobody knows because I have to look like I'm reacting here. It's very difficult. It's so much technical stuff that goes into film and TV acting that nobody talks about until you get there on the set that day. So yeah, that wasn't a shot. That was just tea. That was just tea. Biracial boy, he's biracial. Hey Camille. Camille said Claire did it to herself. She didn't give any of the other guys a chance. Dell never liked her. By the way, you look beautiful, Nikki. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Listen, Claire knew what she wanted right away. And she went after it. And the guy was receptive. So it is what it is. Sorry. Sorry, Eva. That is Dale's voice, Irene. Yeah, so me and the kids are gonna come together and we're gonna do a dating profile thing. So yeah. We gotta stop that voice, ladies. We gotta put that voice to an end. An end. Y'all gotta stop acting like that's cute. It is not. It is not. It's male. It's himbo. It's a himbo voice. We have got to, you guys have got to stop acting like that's cute because it's not. JK Knight 1316 said, True found out that tea about Rick. He is an aspiring actor model living in LA, but he's from Indiana. See, that's what they all do. Tish from Virginia. Tish from Virginia lives in Newport Beach and has an agent. That's just the true tea, guys. That is the true tea. Miss Brown Sugar said, I'm with you, NikkiStar TV. I'm not watching it. I'm hoping it fizzles quickly. Colton is nobody's hero. Yeah, I would have supported him, but the way Colton moved, I don't like it. I do not like it. Donna said, I will not watch a Colton special. The fact that he used him being gay as to why he was being a crazy stalker. Exactly. And I'm so glad that there were gay men who were coming out and was just like, when I came out, but I didn't abuse women. Like, what are you doing? I didn't stalk my ex. I didn't talk bad about the women that I was with before I came out. Like, no. Yeah, the way he moved after, I can't support. And I do want to watch it, but every time I get up to watch it, I'm just like, yeah. Nah. Wait, what was that about Kevin Spacey? Being gay, it gave me a little Kevin Spacey. Oh, well, girl, all right. But let's not bring Kevin Spacey's name up, okay? Because people who talk about Kevin Spacey disappear. I ain't know he had it in him. Kaiser Shoji! What about Nick V? Nick V was on Insecure. What? I'm right there with you, LM. Who said that? He was an Insecure? Oh gosh. Now I have to watch that. I still haven't caught up on Insecure. Yeah, what's his first acting gig? The first acting gig is going to be the roughest because you don't know what you're doing. You don't know what you're doing. It's going to be the roughest. It's going to be the roughest. And now he hating on me, Tracy. I opened up a whole new audience to him and he hating on me. He is hating on me. I'm going to get Cassandra. Let me get Ashley, then I'll get Cassandra, and then I'll get one more, and then I'll go into the next topic. Our final topic. Ashley said, no one who goes on these shows actually go on for love. Absolutely. It's for the opportunities. We just have to suspend our knowledge of that to enjoy the show. Absolutely. I say it all the time, guys. It's just for entertainment. Just be entertained. You don't have to get into the ins and out of their lives. Just watch the show, be entertained, go on their Instagram, support them, hype them up when they're selling their flat tummy tea, and go on about your business. You do not need to be falling out crying on Reddit when they break up. I want you to want better for yourself. Cassandra said, one thing about Dell is he's ambitious, and I could see him being gay for... I have to start reading these comments before I highlight them. What the hell, Cassandra? I gotta start reading these. Oh my God. That took such a turn. I am telling y'all, it is not me. I am not shady. It is the Star family. Oh, Latrice. Are you okay? Oh, Hope said, I keep hearing Colton lied about no one reaching out in the Bachelor Nation. He is trying to make everyone feel sorry for him for being gay. Will not watch. I just feel like he's going about it the wrong way. I'm like, you keep on making up these lies about people, and everybody's like, what are you talking about? That never happened. Which leads me to Tay Tay. Oh, I got 1-star comment. He is B Fly Nick. He absolutely is. He gives me Degrassi. He really, really does. He really, really does. This is why these late night lives, I'm telling you, I did not expect that to be Cassandra's comment. I was like, what? Oh God. Oh, that was something else. That was something else. Let's get into well, let me read this first. So basically, Tayshia responded to another lie of Colton's about, like, why are you coming out of this show like just shooting up everybody, like everybody catching strays from Colton, and it seems like everybody was so supportive of you. So I don't understand. You know what? Maybe you felt like, and I feel like it's the same way that Hannah felt. Maybe you felt like you had to like make up something or make a situation more salacious than it really was for people to read your book or watch the show. That's what I think Hannah was doing, right? For her book, I think she was trying to get on a New York Times bestseller list so badly that she was just going around saying all the most outlandish things from her book and putting them in there. And people were just like, especially the people who were in the situation with her, was just like, why would you say that? Why does it need to, why did you need to talk about that? Because you want to sell books. And I think Colton wants people to see this show. So he's just saying outlandish things or, doing outlandish things on the show to get a reaction so people can either hate watch or just watch out of curiosity, because I think he probably knew the support wouldn't be there that much because he wasn't really an interesting bachelor. We got to be real. It wasn't a bachelor that everybody would have remembered had he not come out. We got to tell the truth and shame the devil, right? So I think this is just press, him doing really good press to get people to come and watch the show, because I saw like one clip and he was like talking to drag queens about being gay. And I don't know, but it just felt so forced to me when I watched the clip. I don't know. I think it would be more interesting if we could really see the journey. I feel like we're watching a master manipulator manipulate a true situation about himself, but for some kind of financial or, power, some kind of gain, where it's not like you're taking me in, right? It's not like Katy Perry's documentary when we're just looking at her life, the ups and downs, the good times, the bad times. We're just literally living throughout this woman's life in this moment, and we're seeing how, her husband texting her about her about divorcing her. We're seeing how that affects her, but then we're seeing how she goes into the show must go on, right? When just watching those clips, I just feel like I would have been more interested if this character, this facade, this fame hungry monster wasn't leading it. And I think I was expecting something more bare, and I'm not getting it. I feel like I'm getting an exploitation of gayness, but I'm not getting a true honest journey from this person, because this person is still desiring something that is desiring something from the audience while perverting his identity. That's what I'm getting, and I'm just not interested in that. Which leads me to Tayshia responding to an obvious lie that he said about her, because she was there and she experienced it, and because of how he is acting out after the show, I am choosing to believe Tay. So Colton, who came out as, and this is from USA 9 Network, they did a whole profile on this. Colton, who came out as gay earlier this year, recounted the date on his Netflix series, his date with Tayshia Adams, his fantasy suite with Tayshia Adams on his Netflix series coming out, Colton. While speaking to Onyeka, who was also a contestant on his season, Colton remembered finding the fantasy suites being so intimidating and scary, largely because he had been marketed as the Virgin Bachelor. Everybody was so interested if I will lose my virginity on the show, Colton said in a confessional. People saw my date with Taysia sitting there at dinner nervous. What people saw was this blossoming relationship and what was about to be a huge step for me and for us. But in reality, I didn't want to go into the fantasy suite. I didn't want to put Taysia through that. I knew I was attracted to men, but I felt like if I lose my virginity in a fantasy suite, is it going to please me enough to keep me wanting to be straight? He continued. Crossing that line, it was such a big deal because it would force me one way or the other, and I didn't know which way that was going. Speaking to Onyeka again, Colton added, I felt so bad even for Taysia because I remembered that night I slept in sweatpants and a sweatshirt. It was like 70 degrees in Portugal. I was sweating, but I was like, I just don't want to give her the wrong impression. So that's what Colton said, right? And here's Taysia's response. Ciao.
Me neither. But obviously, everyone in Bachelor Nation talks. Like he had said, you know, he went in that night with you, kept his sweatpants, sweatshirt on. You guys talked, and that was really it. And I think he said he like felt bad or something. Like felt
very bad for me.
Yeah. So what was your take? Like, was that the case, or in your experience did something more happen?
First of all, I think that's extremely rude. I mean, don't make me seem like this like pity case. Like you felt so bad for me. Anyway, I'm not the only person you should be feeling bad for. There was other women that were trying to fall in love with you and were really putting their hearts out on the line. So if you feel bad for me in that regard, then sure. But no, Colton Underwood did actually not sleep in sweats and a sweatshirt that night. In case everybody that's wondering.
Everyone grab your teacups right now.
This has been said multiple times. It's been said in his book. It's been said on television. It's been said in his show, apparently. He actually slept in boxers that night because it was so hot in Portugal. I remember because the door was wide open and it was raining outside. And it was just like we were trying to get air ventilation. It was so hot and sticky. So there's actually no way he would have been in sweats and a sweatshirt.
Why lie about that? I don't
know. And it honestly makes me so sad because it's just like, at the end of the day, like we did have really good conversations. And I thought that like we ended on a good page. I don't think there's like any, ill will, or there's nothing that like happened for us to like not even be friends. So for you to make up this like elaborate story that like you slept on the other side of the bed and like you had to sleep with sweats and a sweatshirt on because you didn't want me to think, like you felt so bad and you didn't want me to think that anything was going to happen. Like, it's just, I don't know what you're trying to cover. And I don't know why you're dragging me down for something that's not even true. Like it's absolutely not true.
Yeah. I
have no reason to lie. Why the hell I lie?
Some people really care about that image, Well, okay. So then let me ask you this, going through that and knowing he put you through fantasy suites, you had your slumber party. And then next day he breaks up with you, breaks up with Hannah. You obviously saw how everything else transpired after that. Then when you went into fantasy suites, were you very cognizant of how you wanted to come off to your three men in a way that Colton didn't come off to you and make you think something different?
I think what I learned from my first fantasy suite experience is that you can really ask a lot of questions and really get to know. You can really ask a lot of questions and really get to know the other person and not have.
I was over here starring your comments. Ooh. Hold on, I'm getting a couple. Oh, you know what? I was not ready for y'all to be lighting Taysia up. I thought we were going to be lighting up Colton. Y'all are lighting Tay up. LM said Taysia is playing the game and not a bright person like you just had an engagement in. Why are you entertaining this years later? Well, I think because it just came out. Like it just came out and people are talking about it. So I think that's why she brought it up. Ashley said Taysia needs to get out of the Bachelor Nation dating pool. I agree. Get into them NBA streets. Donna said, and why the POC and no one else? That was the thing that stood out to me. Like, why pick Tayshia of all people? You had 3 fantasy suites. You know you can't talk about Cassie, right? But why Tay? Why did you choose that to be the one where you're like, oh, poor her? Did you even stop to think that maybe she didn't want to bang you? Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Like, I didn't get it. I did not. Oh, really? Latrice said Becca is acting like she didn't almost end up with him. Y'all getting the girls together. Y'all getting the girls together. Y'all getting the girls together. JK said, LOL, Colton, you were the virgin bachelor. No one was thinking anything. Alicia said, TMZ, Colton didn't want to change in the locker room when playing NFL. I didn't want to get Colton. Like, Colton, sit down. Sit down, because this is the thing. Before Colton was even a bachelor, like when he was coming on these shows, word on the streets is that he was already dipping in and doing it with the boys. So stop it. Like, that's the thing. A lot of people are like, Colton was out. Okay. Colton went back in for the show and now he's coming out and everybody is like, girl, stop. Stop. Because they've been talking about him in them Reddit streets. Miss Brown Sugar says, so Colton doesn't know how to just have a conversation, be a grown-up. I really think he is. I think this is the press he's doing for his show, because I don't think it's getting the views that he hoped. Yeah. BB Girl 707X5XD said, this man wrote a book blasting all the women he has been with, Basura. Like, I don't understand like why he chose this route. I really, really don't. I really, really don't. Runner X said his reputation went downhill after the whole Cassie thing, and he's using a whole coming out to shift focus and give himself a victim role. That's what I think as well. I really think we need to check in with Cassie. I want to guys, whatever he did to her, Cassie has disappeared. All we found out is the stuff that she reported and that police report that she never intended, to go public. But this girl is so traumatized by this man. She has disappeared. We don't see her anywhere. And she was somebody who, can we be real, Cassie, was trying to go the influencer route. Whatever that boy did to her, she backed out of there for her safety and sanity. That's who I want to hear from, not Colton. Not Colton. Let me try to get somebody I haven't called on. Hey, Lauren N. Lauren N said Katy Perry's doc was one of the best docs I've ever seen. Balling. She had me balling. And I'm not really a big fan. I like her, you and me. Teenage Dream. I like Teenage Dream. And I like that Fireworks song. But I'm not I wouldn't call myself a fan. But that documentary, it made me like her as a person. It really, really did. I'm telling you, from that part where she sees her husband, where she gets that text message from her husband that Russell something, that he wants a divorce, and she's having that whole breakdown. And then we see her going through it, falling apart. And then she gets up on that, whatever that thing that hoists her up to the stage. And she's right before it, she's breaking down. And then as soon as you hear, the hype man call her name, she goes, and just goes up and performs. I was like, girl, I'm and that audience had no idea. That was probably one of the roughest concerts she's ever done. And they had a true entertainer to a fault, man. A fault. You have no idea the stuff that people put aside to entertain you. That's why I'm not just saying this as a performer, but it's you really got to give performers their flowers. You really do. You have no idea what people are dealing with, and they put that aside to bring you joy. Whew! It's a good doc. If you haven't watched it, you need to. That was a really good documentary. You know which was another really good documentary that I just watched? I'm binging a lot of documentaries on Hulu. Because I was about to get rid of that heifer. I was about to get rid of Hulu, but I was just like, you know what? Let me just see what Hulu is working with. And I started watching their documentaries. The one about, darn it, the title just left me. But it's the one about that lady with the hair. Her husband just died in a plane crash. And it was something about her ministry was God getting fit, like skinny. It was like she used Jesus for like an eating disorder ministry. I forget her name. What was it? Something fit. Lose weight for Christ. It's not lose weight for Christ. For Jesus. Lose weight for Jesus. The Way Down. The Way Down with Gwen Shamblin. Woo, baby. The Way Down. That documentary. Good. It's so many freaking twists and turns. Every episode, you was like, what? Oh my goodness, huh? Good. And they're doing another, I think they're doing like a part 2 because more stuff is coming out. The Way Down. Get into it. Get into it. Oh, he got a boyfriend? Who? Send me Colton's boyfriend. And please listen to my wonderful moderator, Shonda. Please like the video and subscribe. Please like the video. Hey, Mason McIntyre said Tayshia is a queen. I love her. She exposed him for the pathological liar that he is. Period. Yes. Ellen said we are lighting them both. We are lighting up both of them. Absolutely. BB Girl said, I don't know what deal he made with Cassie, but I hope she takes legal action if he tries to contact her. I heard he wanted to have her on his stupid show. Boy, if you don't stop. That one, Shay said, Colton threw everyone under the bus. He recorded a conversation with his pastor. You know what? I didn't know the documentary was messy. Maybe I need to get into it. He recorded a conversation with his pastor just to play on the documentary. Pastor comments were wild, but why was he recording? See that one, Shy? Now I might have to watch it. I ain't know it was messy like that. I'm black, just John. It's a happy medium for me. I'm a sun baby. Hey, Christina, how are you? Oh, really? JK91360 said, and Taysia caked for him so hard in these streets for no reason, too. Shaking my head a clown. Oh, good for her. Cassie has a new man. Good for her. Latrice, Rachel Ben clocked his tea and he was fighting with her. That's how we all started to take note, like that Colton wasn't who he was portrayed to be as the Bachelor. When he started fighting back and forth with Rachel, and I'm like, what's going on? Like, why you got so much mouth for Rachel? Like, what is it? Oh, he will. He will. Afua. I thought you said that Cassie said that Colton needs to go on Red Table Talk. I don't think that Cassie would do it. Colton absolutely will. Absolutely will. Oh, good for Cassie. I'm glad that she's, happy and thriving. Hey, Annie. Annie said, apparently I read recently that Cassie hasn't ruled out a reality TV show with her current boyfriend. Good for her. Why not? Like everybody else is capitalizing off of her. Let her get some coins off of what happened to her. Shoot. Let her get some coins. Ashley said, I was about to get rid of Hulu too, but they just started getting lots of good stuff, right? At the 9th hour, I was about to get rid of them, and then I watched The Way Down, and I was like, whoo, juicy. Juicy. Get into it, Rachel. Get into it. Get into it. I watched Mason, I watched The Housewife and the Hustler. I got to watch the one about Jen Shah. Is that on HBO Max? I got to get into that. she's done with them though, so I don't think it'll ever happen unless they paid her handsomely. But absolutely, they should definitely have her as a consultant. They always run to her when there's a crisis. Why don't you just keep her on the payroll so you never have to do that? Yeah, that part really got me, Shawanda. I was like, wow. Nandy, speak. What happened? What happened? What are the details? Let's talk. Because I think I might do a review on that. That was so good. I might do a review. But let me know. Let me know. Give me some tea. Give me some tea. Really? Invisible Hiccup said there's a YouTube channel that talks about it too. I think it's called Fundy Snarks. Oh, I will check that out. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Oh my gosh. Oh, Jordan C. Brown. Let's look up Jordan. Y'all, I updated my my iPhone. And Safari, why the hell is the browser down here? Every time I go to search for something, I'm like, why? This man is not 38. This man is not 38. What the hell are y'all talking about? That is not 38. That is not 38. Are you sure, baby? Y'all gonna make me watch this documentary. Y'all gonna make me watch this documentary. I'm gonna have to watch it. I'm gonna have to watch it. Oh my gosh. JK said I'm gonna wait till somebody uploads the doc on YouTube. Oh God. Okay, so that one is on Hulu too. I'll take that one. I'll watch that. That one, Shaw said, did you hear Caitlin? Caitlin threw Tayshia under the bus with Morgan's podcast. Who the hell is Morgan? Then Caitlin tried to fix it. No, boo-boo, you said what you said, that it was Tayshia that wanted to talk about Zach. No, we not exposing each other trying to get the bag, Caitlin. Why are we hating? Why are we hating? Caitlin. You put your whole life on a podcast. Let her get her moment. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's 38. Jordan, what are you doing? That's not 38. That's not 38. Is that his Hollywood age? Listen, Miss Nandy said they basically want you to starve yourself and they shame those who are overweight using God's words to intimidate. Yep, sound like the church. Sound like the church. Oh my gosh. Whoo, wow. Oh, he rich, Donna? All right. You know what? Okay. All right, guys. I'm seeing a lot of messy queen comments from women. So, let's be respectful. There's some lingo that we can tap into, but we can't be tapping into the lingo from outside of our community. Now, unless you're in that community, but if you're not in that community, tap lightly in the lingo. We can't say it with no oomph. We got to be joking with the community too. If they joking, we joking, but we can't be, let's keep it, let's keep it cute. Let's keep it cute. Oh, you're going to make me watch this documentary. Well, Colton, you got me. You got me. I know what I'm doing on Christmas Eve. I know what I'm doing on Christmas Eve. Okay, I'll take a look. I'll take a look at it, guys. Let me get 2 more people and then I got to get out of here. I'm on airport duty. Oh, child. Slippy Simone said, Morgan is a popular TikToker who commentates on all things Bachelor. Caitlin gave her permission to air out the tea. Nick V felt away on his podcast and kept calling her that Morgan person. You see, that's why I stay over here and mind my business. That's why I stay over here and mind my business, because I don't feel like them people coming for me. I really, really don't. Because you know what? I bites back. And I'm trying to do better. I'm trying to do better. And I'm fine right here. Right here with the Star family, just cutting up. Just cutting up. Because don't call me out on nothing. Y'all know better, though. Y'all know better. Anyway, I love you, family. Thank you all so much for joining me. I missed you guys. I hate when I can't get to you guys every day. It's weird. No, it's not weird. But I'm like, oh my God, I can't get on live today. I'm having withdrawals. I'm shaking. But I'm glad that you guys were able to join me today. I'm glad that I was able to have some time with you all. I'm glad that, my cable and internet is, sort of kind of working. AT&T, U-verse, do better. Do better. Y'all not as bad as Comcast, but my God, today, y'all getting close. Y'all getting close. DirecTV never did me like this. Never did me like this. And y'all lucky that my apartment building has a contract with you guys, because if I could get DirecTV, baby. Anyway, thank you so much, SL, for the super chat. SL said Colton's dad said on an interview that he would have preferred him to come out to him without cameras, and that I got to watch this documentary. I got to watch it. Colton, you got me. Thank you so much, SL, for the super chat. What, did you hear it? Thank you. Thank you. He would never. He would never. He would never. His arms are too short to box with greatness. He would never. He would never. Oh, thank you. Next week, I'm going to tell you guys all about it. I want to do a live all about that. I just wanted to do my lives first for all the shows that I have missed and just be caught up. But then next week will just be some fun lives. And I'll tell you all about my birthday trip. I'm planning my next birthday trip. Unless we have another variant. I mean, so much stuff has been canceled already. I'm like, I can't do another 2020. When will we be out of this? This is not fair. I can't do another 2020. I think I might just spend a year out of America. Y'all got to get this together. Ain't no other nation going through like we are. This is ridiculous. We cannot live. Everything is being canceled. Anyway, let me get out of here. I love y'all. Hey, Drewski. Hey, Drewski. Miss you too. I miss all of you guys. Oh, let's get this one. Leandro said, hey, anyone from Latin America? Let Leandro know. Let Leandro know. But yeah, I'll give you guys all those fun lives next week. But the next few days, we're just catching up on stuff that we have missed, stuff that is current. We're going to get all caught up. So by the new year, we are starting right from day one. I will say the one new show that I'm adding to the live docket, possibly, it might be a recorded review. If enough of you watch it, I'll make it a live. Selling Tampa. Everybody is telling me to get into the show. And it is far too many people that is telling me that this is something that I need to watch for me not to watch it. So I'm definitely going to check out Selling Tampa. It may be live, it may be recorded. I'm not quite sure. But that is a new show that we will be talking about. Oh, thank you, Latrice. You made my night as well. Thank you so much for the super chat. I love you, Star family. I miss you dearly. I will see you tomorrow for some other lives. And I just pray that you all stay safe, mask up, do what you have to do, have your sanitizer. I'm telling you right now, you better get in your paper towels, your toilet paper, get your Lysol in. I'm letting you know now, things are starting to happen. Be prepared. Love y'all. See you tomorrow. Bye. Bye, night family. What, you know what? Let me know if I should get into Selling Sunset before Selling Tampa. Let me know. But I'm going to get into that. That'll be our new show. Love y'all. See you soon. Bye.